Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing good and having a wonderful day. Now I'm back for another Arsenal video because we have just beaten Leeds United 5-0. That was not how I expected it to go. I'm honestly so happy with the performance. A really convincing, comfortable win today. I'm really happy you got a clean sheet also. And I literally have nothing than much to complain about other than the injuries. So for me, I'm absolutely buzzing with this win today. I'm going to be speaking about the win today. Big up to chat, big up to everyone that's watching this. I really appreciate your support. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this game, the performance, the win for Arsenal. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the video today, guys. Obviously, make sure you're liking and subscribing as well if you are new around here or you're just watching now. So yeah, big up to the chat. And like I said, I'm going to be talking about the game today. Big up to Ashik, big up to everyone that's watching this. So yeah, Arsenal won the 5-0. So it is so crazy. There's so much to go through. But big up to the chat, big up to Torstein, big up to yourself. I hope you're good. Yeah, so much happened. That 5-0 was crazy. I think I did a prediction and I said about 3-1 Arsenal, 3-0 Arsenal. I do think it would be like a convincing win today, especially after our performance against United, but never did I ever imagine it would have been a 5-0 win. I'm just so happy. It doesn't feel real, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I do want to discuss the injuries first before I obviously talk about the goals and all the good things, because the only negative for me today was the injuries. Odegaard went off for Neri quite early on in the first half. I think it might have been around the 37th minute or around that time. And for me, I could tell Odegaard was, you could see his discomfort in his arm. You could see that maybe, I don't know, like it's hard, I'm not going to assume or predict anything, but it looked to me as though it was maybe dislocation or something there. His arm didn't seem comfortable, but I didn't think, yeah, I don't think it's anything too serious. I think for me, yeah, I think it's just probably that for that reason. It's probably, his arms in a bit of discomfort. So I think I did the right thing taking him off. There's no point keeping him on if he's not 100% fit. You don't want to risk injuries. You don't want his injury to be any more, worse than what it is. So obviously for me, I'm really good because Odegaard was doing quite good. I'm rooting for Odegaard this season, and I was hoping we could see a bit more of him. But a shame that happened, guys. Of course. But I hope he's okay. Of course, great to see Neri step in. I will be talking about the performances after. I just want to get these things out of the way. Now, the Saka injury, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am a bit concerned because I think he was holding his hamstring. Be real, I don't have a great feeling about this. I'm not pretty confident. I think he might be out. But I'm not gonna, try and dwell on that. I'm not gonna focus on that right now. We're gonna have to see what happens. But for that, it doesn't look great either. We're gonna have to wait and see if it's serious, if it's not serious, if it's okay. So yeah, those are probably negatives you would say about the game today. The injuries with Saka, Odegaard. I do hope they're both okay and it's not like a long-term injury. You're gonna have. I'm really gonna have to pray for them both, really. But I think Saka is definitely the one that I feel more worried about. To be fair, I think his may be a bit more serious. But like I said, we're gonna have to see about that. I will give you guys some updates on that. So yeah, hopefully Saka's okay because he got a great goal today. His goal was incredible. But I will be going through all the goals today and all the things as well. But yeah, big up to chat and big up to Torstein, who says, I must say, was bright after being subbed on to become the second youngest Premier League player ever, and even drew a penalty. What a debut with 50-year-old Max down. And yeah, I just can't believe how young he is. He doesn't feel like, he's 15, but in my head it's like you don't think he's 15 because he's so good. So for me, he had an incredible performance. I hope we are going to see more of him. So yeah, I will obviously do player ratings. I will go through all of that stuff as well. Big up the chat though, and there is a lot of you watching us, so thank you so much to those that are here. Let me know your thoughts on the game as well, and please guys do make sure you're subscribed, you're liking this as well. Big up to Jodie. Hey, good seeing you here. Thank you so much. A really good win for Arsenal. Yeah, I'll talk about the game and see, I think we have to speak, Gyokeres had that great chance in the first half. I think the first half, to be honest with you, I think the first half was a very controlling half from us. I think we're doing everything right. I think it was a very comfortable half from us. I know Gyokeres had a big chance in the first half and obviously he missed that, and I was thinking to myself, I really hope he gets a goal today, because for some reason last week there's a lot of people criticising him. I think it was quite unfair. It was just, he had 16 minutes, so I'm happy today he proved people wrong and did amazing today. So he had that chance there, and obviously he got his goals today. I think his goal was amazing, wasn't it? Let's be real, guys. It was so incredible, the goal he got. He just made it look easy, and it's so nice to have a striker back at the club again. It's really nice to have a really great finisher. I know he obviously scored from set pieces. We scored from a lot of opportunities today, but there's definitely a lot to talk about today with those set pieces and those moments. But yeah, really happy Gyokeres got a goal. Of course, Gyokeres took the penalty at the end, which Max Dowman won. You have to credit to Max Dowman because he was amazing today as well. A really encouraging player to watch, and someone who definitely has a really bright future ahead of him. I'm so proud of Max Dowman, and here's many more to come, hopefully, from Max Dowman. So Gyokeres scored that penalty very comfortably, and he's going to be a penalty taker now, which I think is probably the best. He's a goal scorer at the end of the day, and I think he'll be doing really good in that aspect of the game. Timber got a goal, obviously, set piece FC, we strike again. I was so happy for Timber. You guys know I'm a big fan of Timber last season. I thought he was probably my player of the season. He was so good. He was so consistent, and I just think he would put in a good shift week in, week out. So for me, he was a great player. But today, he obviously got 2 goals today. He was really great in those set pieces, and you do have to give him a bit of credit for that. Timber's definitely a starter for me, and is really showing how good he is. And yeah, I'm really enjoying watching Timber. I can't lie, really good set piece. I'm happy he got us that goal. I think when we're 1-0 up, I think we're okay. It's just sometimes in those games, it's getting that first goal, and then the other goals will come through. So for him, I think he just needed to get that first goal, and I knew when we had that first goal, our other goals were going to come in. So yeah, for me, I was really happy for Timber. He got obviously 2 goals today, but I just feel really proud of him. You can see he's been working really hard, and I'm happy that he played today. I mentioned briefly before Odegaard's injury. I'm happy we took him off because you could see he wasn't comfortable. And obviously, guys, I presume Arteta will be doing a sort of press conference, and I'm sure in a few days' time we'll know about these injuries. But I know for Saka, it didn't look too good. Talking of Saka, before half time, I don't remember which minute it was, but it was around the 48th minute possibly in the game. It was on extra time, and Saka got that goal, and I just thought that was such an incredible finish. Those are finishes that you sort of associate with Saka. He was such a great finisher, and it's a shame now talking about it because I'm worried Saka's out now for a long time, but watching Saka is always a joy to watch. And like I said, that goal he scored was truly amazing, and yeah, you have to give credit to Saka. That was an incredible finish. I'll be honest, Leeds were really bad today. I do think we were good, but I think defensively they could have done a bit better at times. They just were really poor today, but I do think we were obviously really good. I'm just going to go through your comments as well. Is this the same hamstring injury Saka has had before? I think Saka did have a hamstring injury last season, but right now there hasn't been any news about Saka's injury. I mean, I've not looked at Twitter anyway, but I think with Saka, we're going to have to wait and see what it is. But I heard him. I don't know if you guys, Slozen might have been at the game, might not have heard, but I could see he was sort of mouthing to Arteta. He felt something, so I do think it's a bit of a concern. But I'm trying to think, put in the back of my mind, think about the good things because it was a good game today. Big up to Panache, big up Soph. Hey, a great day at the office, except for the worries regarding Saka and Odegaard. Tired of seeing that. Just hoping Preddy aren't even. Yeah, that's the thing as well. It's hard not to think about that because I know we won today and that's amazing, but these injuries are a big problem and I'm a bit worried. I am concerned, I won't lie to you guys. I'll keep it real. I'm worried about this. Typical Gyökeres goal, amazing dribbling skills by him. Yeah. I can't really decide which my favourite goal was of today. I'd probably say the Saka or the Gyökeres one because they're all great set pieces again. Yeah, absolutely. Gyökeres did hair fix as part of a celebration. Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, wow. Yeah, a really rich start to the weekend. Big up to JP Jackson. Big up to the chat as well. Good to see all of you guys in here. Let me know your thoughts on the game. And please, guys, do make sure you are liking and subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll be on here for probably about an hour and a half today. So I'll be answering your questions as well. Big up to It's Me Everest. Good to see you in the chat. Big up everyone. Hope Saka heals soon. And your momentum keeps on. Hopefully not against Liverpool yet. Do you know what? I got Liverpool next. And I'm nervous about that game, to be fair with you guys. But we'll have to see how we get on. Big up Victor, good to see you in the chat. Hope you're well. Saka's right foot output keeps getting stronger. Yeah, he's so good on the right. I just love watching him. The injuries suck, but that's why we have squad depth. Yeah, I think as well, like when sorry guys, I'm just trying to go through your comments now. Yeah, when Saka went off, say Odegaard, when Odegaard went off, I thought, it's a real shame, but we do have a lot of play. You got one now who can step in. Hopefully, Eze will be. Eze, another one. I'll talk about Eze. I just want to get through your comments because I don't ignore you guys. Gyokeres is right. Papa David says, yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see more of him. It's only the start for him. I like the smiley face. Thank you. I am happy Arsenal have won. I can't complain. If you remember, I told you he'll get a brace. I had it in my cap. Yeah, because everyone had it in the FPL because that was good. What do you think of January performance day? I think it's hard playing that position, to be honest with you, but I think he had good moments. I think he was really good going forward with the ball. I just think perhaps his decision making you might have found that a bit difficult, but I think he did pretty good. I think he's young as well, and I'm happy he got this chance to play today. I know you never want your players to be injured, but I don't think he was too bad. I think he had some good moments. He lost the ball at times, but he is young. He's developing as well. But I really want to see more of him, to be honest. And what do you think of Gyökeres off the ball movement? I didn't like the positions he was taking up, but I believe that's how Arteta wants him to operate. With hold play, yeah, I think he was working hard off the ball, to be honest with you. Like you said, was hold up play. He was in different areas of the pitch, but maybe that's what Arteta's tells him to play. So yeah, I think he had a good game. I know he got those 2 goals, and he could have got a hat trick if he got that one before. But we're gonna see as well, because I think he does work hard off the ball as well. He's great in those positions. He's a really great player to have, Gyokeres. I do want to speak about Eze, guys, because I saw on Twitter, I was like, I was waiting for the game about 3 or 4. I was thinking to myself, like, I'm excited to see the lineup. And then I saw on Twitter, guys, that Gyökeres was going to get announced at 5. And I thought, sorry, not Gyökeres, Eze was going to get announced. And I thought that wouldn't be surprised because I had a feeling that Eze was going to get an announcement at the stadium and walk out. It's so crazy that Eze is an Arsenal player. I just can't get my head around it. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but when I was watching it on TV, it went back to Eze at times, and you could see him with a smile on his face. And I know, listen, today is a great day at the office. I wish we could play Leeds every week, but it won't always be this easy. There'll be a lot of tough times. But I think for me, Eze coming in as well, we're speaking about squad depth, and that's so important, having him in the team as well. It's only going to get better. We're only going to improve as well. So I think it's a really exciting time for Arsenal having Eze coming in. Of course, I hope that the injuries aren't too serious, but we have players that can step in if we need to. But yeah, I think it's a really good performance today. I'm really happy with it, and obviously Eze is coming into this team, which of course is really exciting. You can tell the players aren't really familiar with the style of play of Gyökeres, but if now he scores 2, can't wait until the team learns how to play with him. Absolutely, that's what it's about. It's about learning to play with each other. We're all learning, and it's an exciting time for Arsenal. And like you said, he's got 2 great goals. I know one was a penalty, but it was a great penalty. And yeah, he's learning to play with this team, and I'm very excited to see how even better he's going to get. Panache, Ryan with another shot save in the first half. He had nothing to do up to that point, but yeah, we switched on. That was required of him. Yeah, that was an incredible save from him. I mean, like you said, I don't think Ryan had much to do in the second half. He literally could have just had a cup of tea and sat down. Like, he did not have much to do, but you got to give him credit. It's a clean sheet as well. Good, solid performance from him, playing up to the back as well. Really good. Yeah, like I said, really happy with the performance today. It's just been so good. I'm really happy. I will go into the play ratings now. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you make of the performance, your play ratings as well. Big up to the chat as well. Make sure you're obviously liking, subscribing, and yeah, comment down below if you want to send in me any questions. But I will do the play ratings. I just want to read out your comments. Who played well and who do you still have questions about? Well, I mean, everyone played well. I don't have anyone that didn't play well. I don't have any questions about any of these players that played today. It's when the big games come we need to speak about. So for today, I think everyone did pretty good. Big up to Josh. The depth in the squad makes us more confident. Absolutely, it's good to know that if Odegaard's injured, you have someone who can step in when there. But I know Eze could do the job there as well when he's playing. So I don't feel too concerned about the depth. I do agree with you. It's a great point. Hello there. Well, I didn't see you any day with an Arsenal kit. I can be to put an Arsenal kit on once, but Be up to Tanika. So yeah, I'm going to play ratings now. I'm going to start from the back. So David Raya again, a clean sheet. I mean, let's be real. He didn't have a lot to do. I know someone mentioned before, Panache said he had a great save in the first half, which was a really good save. But again, like, he didn't have much to do, did he? In the second half, do you remember, guys? I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't remember him making many saves. So David Raya, what are we looking at 8? That save in the first half is important because I think we were still 0-0 at that point. If that goes in, the game would have gone differently potentially. So, yeah, he got a clean sheet. Listen, he had a good performance. Got to give him about an 8. The back four again, a good performance. Timber I think Timber got 2 goals and assist, but he was great in the attacking sense. He was great defensively. I'm going to give him an 8 too. I think he was really good today. Yeah, wish you can't complain about Timber. He's so consistent. That's what you want in your players, for them to be consistent and to do sort of a job how you'd want them to do. You can rely on Timber. You know, he's not injured a lot. I know that big ACL injury, but you know he's reliable. So for me, Timber definitely gets about an 8 today. He did really good again. Gabriel Sleeper, they were both really good today. I know the first week I know when we played United we were great, but I think this was a much better performance from the pair of them, so I'd probably give them both an 8 today. I think, again, it's so lovely to watch them play together. I think it was just so comfortable at the back for them to build great partnerships together, and obviously, yeah, they just seem like comfortable with each other, and I think that's great to see. And California again, he had some great chances, especially in the attacking sense, so I can't fault him there. He did good. I think I'd probably give him a 7.5. I think he was decent today. I can't complain. He put in a good performance. Maybe not as good as last week, but a good performance to me. So I can't really complain, guys. I really can't. I'm really happy with how he did defensively today. Like I said, we've won really well today. 5-0. I can't complain defensively at all. And whenever Leeds had a chance, Saliba was there to put the tackles in. They didn't have a lot of chances, to be honest with you. They had a few, but we dominated this game. So I'll probably give, an 8 again. I just want to read out your questions and then I will go into the midfield. How poor were Leeds, or was it us? I think I do agree with what GP Jackson says. I think we were really good, but Leeds were bad. So I don't think that should be taken away, though, from Arsenal. We were good today. But obviously, we have Liverpool next weekend, which I'm not going to think about just yet because that gives me anxiety. But I think for me, these are teams you want to win comfortably. We've got Fulham coming up. We'll have these games where we should be collecting 3 points quite comfortably. So I think today really showed that we have the depth. We've got the quality and depth to come in and do a decent job when we have injuries, and that's what the best sides need to have. So, yeah, I'm happy. Ron, I think Leeds were poor, to be honest. In the first half, we didn't really create a lot, but after we sort of I think when you get the first goal, it definitely encourages you to get the second and third, and by then it was game over. Big up to Torsi, so I'm happy for so. Thank you so much. So in midfield now, let me go with Odegaard first, and then obviously go with Declan Rice and Zubimendi. Odegaard again, I can't judge him too much because he did only play about 35 minutes. And I do feel really bad for Odegaard because I feel like he was shooting more, getting into the game a bit, and that injury happened, and it's unfortunate. But I don't see Odegaard's injury being a long-term injury at all. I think what he's done is, the way he's fell, he's lent a bit on his arm, and I think he's probably dislocated it, or I don't think he's broke it, but I don't think it's too serious with Odegaard. But I can't really rate Odegaard too much because he didn't really play a first half. He didn't play a lot of football. I'd probably give Odegaard like a 6.5. Like, it's difficult because I don't think we saw enough of him to judge him enough, but from what I saw, I think he was decent, so I will give him about 6.5. It's hard with Odegaard because he didn't play a big amount of game, did he? He played 35 minutes, which I can't really judge Odegaard, but I think he was having some bright spells in the game. Like I said, I hope the injury isn't too serious, and I hope it's okay for him. Declan Rice, a really good performance from Declan Rice again. I think he is great going forward. There was a big moment in the second half, actually. I know we were like 4-0 up by then, but the way he drives forward with the ball, he's got so much confidence. And I know it didn't end up being a goal, but I just think he's amazing going forwards. And defensively, again, he's a big player. He steps up in those big moments. I'm going to Declan Rice, probably an 8.5, you know. 8.5. I think he had a great game today. I think he was really good in the midfield. Zubimendi, I thought he had a good game as well. There was a few moments, I would say, in the first half of Zubimendi where, you know, he made mistakes. He gave the ball away. I do think we're going to see the better of Zubimendi. I think we've probably not seen the best of him yet. But like I've told you guys, we need to give it time. It's a new midfield. It's going to take a bit of time, but I think he was decent as well today. I think maybe not as good as Rice, but I still think it was a decent enough performance for me to be quite happy with. So that is obviously my rating there. Of course, guys, feel free to let me know your rating as well. I think Eze very good. Yeah, I can't wait to see Eze at the carpet. I'm so excited. So yeah, I think I'd give Odegaard 6.5, Rice 8.5, and probably Zubimendi 7.5/8. I think he was good, but not the best out of the midfield. I think we're going to see him get even better as well. So I think today was just such a good day. I will obviously go through the players that come on as well. You know, I will give player ratings because we did see them have a quite a chunk of time. But I definitely think when we were comfortable in the game, when we knew we were winning, I think our players grew into the game, especially Zubimendi. So he definitely deserves credit for that. Now, the attacking players, let's go on to the attack. Saka again. I don't remember when Saka got taken off, but I think Saka got taken off. Was it about 60 minutes, something like that? He played a big chunk of the game, I'd say. I think, like I said, I'm worried about Saka's injury, like longer term wise. I do worry he'll be out for a little while. He was holding his hamstring, so I think the obvious thing would be his hamstring. He definitely felt something, so I do have my concerns. But what I will say is, again, a great performance from Saka. I think he did great today. That goal was amazing. I think it's hard for me to pick my favourite goal of the game because I generally think the goals that we got were all great, but I think Saka's was just a typical Saka goal. You know, the way he, the power on it, it was just amazing. I do think the goalkeeper could have done a bit better, but I can't complain. It was a great goal for me, and of course, I'm over the moon that we've won today, and Saka did great today. So Saka for me probably gets to 7.5. I think because we didn't see him play more, that's actually the reason why I'll give him that result. So yeah, Saka 7.5. Madueke. Now Madueke is an interesting one for me because with Madueke, I do actually think we looked a lot better today. On the left, I think more was happening on the left, and I was actually surprised Madueke started. I was actually surprised Arteta played him. I was thinking Martinelli's going to start. I was really expecting that to happen. So, yeah, for me, I think it was a bold decision from Arteta, but I think Madueke had a good enough game for me to be happy about, for me to see something good in this game. I think he had a decent enough game for me. Like I said, he was putting crosses in the box. He was making things happen, getting past players, and that's exactly what you want to see. For once, I can actually say we did not look predictable on the left, which I don't always say about this Arsenal team. So credit to Madueke. I'd probably give him. I'd give him a 7. I think he had a great game. I probably wouldn't give him an 8. I think he did good, but yeah, I think he had a good game. I think I would start him against Liverpool, if I'm being honest. Now, Gyokeres, I will come back to your questions, guys, and yeah, we'll come back and answer. Gyokeres, I mean, you got 2 goals today. That the first goal was amazing that you got. I think it was just the way he got past the players and got it through the net. I just felt like he didn't have much space at all, but he still managed to do it, and I felt really impressed with him. He had a great game today. He could have got a hat-trick, but 2 goals. I'm going to give him a 9 today. I think he did really well today. I just think he works too hard off the ball defensively as well. So, yeah, I'm going to be really positive and give him like a 9. Now, players that came on, obviously when Neri came on, I think it was about 37 minutes for Odegaard. Like I said, I think he obviously was great going forward. I just think his decision making when he's gotten past the players in the midfield, what is he going to do next? But I think it was really good to see him play because I think he's a really bright spark. I think he's a really great player to have. Like I said, I was worried about his minutes in his team. I was worried that he might get a lot of minutes, but yeah, I think he did a decent enough job. Like I can't complain. I think he did a good job. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was, didn't stand out to me as amazing, but he did a job he had to do. I think we're going to have to see a bit more of him, obviously, but a good performance from him there. I'd probably give him probably 7. I think he did pretty good today. Be up to chat. I will come and answer your questions, and obviously I will speak about Trossard as well. I'm going to just double check who came on because there was a lot of subs. But for the meantime, we'll come to your questions. It's also finally says smash like, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And obviously, guys, there's about 20 of you in here, so please do make sure you are liking and please do subscribe here if you haven't already. Be it Ron, from what you've seen so far, are you confident about Liverpool? A great early test, and the boys will be confident coming off 2 wins. A great question. It's difficult because the United game, I see it as we got the job done, and we won ugly. Let's just be real, guys, we won ugly against United, but I didn't care because defensively we did great. We got the win. Liverpool is going to be completely different because they've had a really great summer. But now we've got Eze. I think, like you said, Ron, we've got 2 wins with Eze. I do feel more confident. So yeah, I think we'll definitely get something at Anfield. I'm confident about that. Arteta, I say it now, we'll win the league, and we've got a great chance. Feels great right now. 2 wins on the bounce. Yeah, let me just check as well the subs. Trossard, I don't really know what I would give him. He didn't stand out to me. I think it was just about him getting minutes. I mean, I thought Martinelli would have come on before him, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think he was okay. Like, he didn't stand out to me. He was okay. I think he's a good player. I think he's a decent enough player, but I think it's probably gonna. I was actually surprised Martinelli didn't come on. I do think Martinelli is great at times, but he has that predictable side of his game. But yeah, I think we just need to see a bit more of Trossard now. He was injured. He's getting his fitness back up. I'll probably give him a 6.5/7. I just want to find out, guys, the substitutes that came on. I just want to make sure I get it all right. I'm going to talk about Max Dowman now, actually, while I'm here. But Max Dowman, I don't remember when he came on. I think he had about 20 minutes or something. But boy, he was good. Max Dowman, it feels crazy, doesn't it, guys? Like, he's 15, guys, and Max Dowman is 15 years old. He is so good. It doesn't feel real at all. And he won as a penalty. I just think he looked so good. He wasn't afraid to take players on. And of course, this is not a surprise to us because we've seen this all through pre-season. So this is not a surprise at all to us. But he's a joy to watch. I'm going to give him an 8. I think he was great. I want to see more of him, to be honest. I just want to find out, guys, as well, about the substitutes that came on. I just want to make sure I get this right because I know we did make quite a few changes. But yeah, Max Dowman was great today. He really was. He's such a bright spark. So obviously Max Dowman was Skelly. Mosquera came on 64th minute. So they did actually have a really big chunk of time when he played. I didn't actually realise they came on that early. Lewis Skelly, great to see him. I think he brought good energy as well in the game. I think, is he going to be more of a player that comes on off the bench, but to bring you energy in the game a little bit? I know Mosquera is sort of being Mosquera came on as well. Obviously, go back to him as well. But yeah, I think it was great. They got a big win. 64th minute. That is obviously really, really good. I think it's good they came on, and yeah, I just think he did a decent job. Same with Mosquera. I'd probably give Mosquera about 7, maybe Mosquera 6. I think just like above average, a decent sort of performance, really. So yeah, I think they all deserve a lot of credit today. I think that was pretty much the subs, if I'm right in saying. But yeah, like I said, I'm just over the moon with the performance. A really good dominating performance from Arsenal. I'm going to come back to your questions now. Has Eze said anything about coming to Arsenal and playing on the left? I don't know, really. I'm not too sure where he's going to play, but I don't know. if Odegaard's injury is serious and he is out for say Odegaard's out for 3 weeks, I think we're probably going to see Eze in that position. But if Odegaard's fit, I probably think Eze will be on the left. Someone will beat us, and it will come to a point where someone will beat us. But I mean, we could go unbeaten, but I'm not going to think about that yet. It's been 2 games, but it won't always be this easy. We have to remember it's not going to be this easy. It's going to be tough at times, and we do have to bear that in mind. But yeah, Leeds were bad today, but we were good. That pre-season was no fluke. Yeah, absolutely. We've really seen how good he is in pre-season. And in pre-season, people say, oh, it's just pre-season, but pre-season really does prepare you going into season ahead. It really puts you in a good place. So I just feel like for me, McStan really showed how good he was in pre-season, but now he's also showed how good he is as well, and he definitely deserves more minutes. I think this was a good chance to play him because we were 4-0 up. We were really comfortable in the game. We knew we weren't going to lose it, so I think at that point you can change things for sure. When we definitely worked for our goals, I wouldn't say they were clear-cut, being so we didn't create much. The creativity is still lacking, but individual open against low blocks needed against these type of teams. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think we definitely had that individual qualities today. I think that really showed it. But listen, I'm really happy for the team, and we did amazing today. So yeah, I'm really happy with how we did. I think it was just everyone did great. Everyone turned up. Everyone did great. I think the support really helped the team sort of lift the team up from all the fans. So yeah, I think being at home was great as well. So yeah, big up to STM. What's your name, please? My name's Sophie. Big up to chat, obviously, guys. I know there might be a lot of you that are new here, so make sure you are subscribing. And yeah, I'm happy to obviously go through your questions as well. I'll probably be on here for maybe another half an hour to an hour, so I'm more happy to go through your questions. But yeah, we have Liverpool next, guys, which is going to be a different one. But for now, we played these. We did really good today, so I think we can definitely be proud of our performance. I mean, I thought we'd win this. I don't know my prediction. I think my prediction was 3-1. I thought we'd concede, and we didn't. But it was a great performance from Arsenal today. I'm really happy. The injury woes on depth of quality being fussing about. I do think having that quality is important because there's been times where we've been trying to get top 4 and we've missed out because like a Tierney's been injured or a Sleeper's been injured, or so these things definitely have a big part because you want to be able to have players that can step in and do a really good job, and we obviously have that. Like we know if Odegaard's injured, we've got Eze, you have Masquera who can step in, Kivior even. On the left, you've got Martinelli, Trossard, Madueke, and then obviously on the right, you've got Awaneri, might be playing there. Saka's injured, and Saka could well be injured. So I think this depth's so important now. Maybe the midfield might be a little bit worrying if we don't have much depth there, but I think it'll be good. Mature selling needed. We'll have to see how it goes. The big test will be Liverpool because we might not turn up. We might do great. We just don't know. Yeah, I think, but today I just didn't think we'd win 5-0. It's just crazy how comfortable that win was. I think I watched the Leeds and Everton game when that was on. I think it was on Monday night, and thought to myself, Leeds were great going forward, but they weren't really great finishing their chances. I know they ended up winning, etc. But I think for me, we just really, obviously, were a better team. We were very clinical. I think, as I said, when we got that first goal in the first half, I think you could see the goals were going to come through, and it was just a really great performance for me from Arsenal today. And yeah, hopefully we're going to see more of these performances because I think we're definitely capable of them. You're not going to always dominate games when you play Liverpool or Man City or whoever, but I think today we should definitely be proud of our performance because we've got big players that can step in. Of course, Eze coming to Arsenal is so great. I'm so happy for Eze. I'm so happy to see Eze. And yeah, I think it'd be great to see him, get into this team. If I'm being real with you guys, I'm not sure he would start against Liverpool. I would start him, but I don't know if Arteta would because he's not really had much training. He's been at Crystal Palace and he's played, obviously, but if you'd actually play. Calafiori, although we got 2 assists, would you start him against Liverpool? Now, this is that's where it starts really, because if we're being honest, sorry, I keep saying it. If we're being honest, Calafiori up until this point I think he's done decent. I think he's done decent enough to be starting. But Liverpool, I have my worries about this. And even if Lewis Skelly played, I think I'd have my worries. I think the left-hand side, I do have my worries about us getting caught out. Liverpool are very fast on the pace. They're just so good. I would play him because he has been playing and he's done a decent job. But I'm worried because I know he has his moments. And Liverpool, are great and they've made some great players. So I worry that we'll get caught out a bit. And if I'm being honest, I think if it's like, if we're playing Liverpool and it's the first half, say we're 2-0 down, Calafiori's struggling, I'll be honest, I would take him off. You'd have to make a change. It's early on in the league. So to answer your question, sorry, GK, I would play him because at the moment he's been doing good and he just deserves to keep playing. But I do think, saying that, I do think that Liverpool is going to be a really tough test, and it's early on. So if we lose, it's not the end of the world. But having said that, you do want to get something at Anfield. I think a draw at Anfield, I'll happily take that right now. But you want to go there, you're going to win. And that's what I do worry about. But then I don't know if Lewis Skelly. I like Lewis Skelly. I was surprised he's actually being dropped, but I don't know really. What a win, Gyokeres 14 bang. Built to 11J, yeah, happy Gyokeres. Gyokeres would be great to see how he does against Liverpool today. He did really good, and I'm happy he's actually our penalty taker because I think he does really good. He's just confident. I'm not saying he'll always score on penalties, but to me, he seems to me someone that's confident. So I think that's really good right now, and it's exactly what the team needs when we're talking about penalties. So yeah, Gyokeres was great. Obviously, guys, I will be doing a preview with a Liverpool fan actually in midweek, so I will do sort of lineups about that then. But yeah, double up on Salah, whoever plays. I think defensively, we're very much like a tight unit anyway. We do really good. So I think if Calafiori is struggling, no doubt other players defensively would help him anyway. Be up to Josh. Good seeing the chat. I hope you're well today. And yeah, obviously, guys, as well. I'm not. The thing is, like, I'd not been able to do a video about this because, it wasn't able to be televised. But obviously, also women lost as well today to Spurs women 4-3, but it wasn't televised. So I can't really talk about it too much because I know what is being said. I expect that game would be more open to see more of our creativity, but we're definitely going to be under pressure. With some mistakes, it could have cost us second half, although they recovered well. Yeah, I think Liverpool, don't get me wrong, Liverpool is going to be a different type of test. I mean, Leeds, you have to win these games. I know we usually kind of struggle in these moments, so I'm happy we've got the win today, but we are going to struggle. It's going to be tough. It'll be a very end-to-end game, and we'll have to be creative. We have to just give Gyökeres the ball, feed him through, and just hope that we'll win that game. I feel better about playing Liverpool with the players that we have at the club now. But yeah, it's going to be tough. But yeah, hopefully Saka's available. I think if we had Saka, Gyökeres, Madueke, and depends. I do want to see Eze in the team, but we'll have to see how Odegaard is. But Saka has to be in the team. The game wasn't televised, so I couldn't watch it, Josh. But I know people that went to the game, had a great time. But yeah, we lost 4-3. We did have a bit of a weaker lineup. I did see the lineup. I was surprised it wasn't televised actually, the women's game, but I've not been able to do a video on that for that reason. AWSC fan, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, of course, guys, who are watching. Make sure you like and subscribing. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask me, you're more than welcome to send it in, and I'm happy to chat away. But like I said, a great win today from Arsenal. Obviously gone through my player ratings, and yeah, I was not expecting us to win this comfortably. Did you see the Eze announcement video? Sophie nearly cried. Yeah, that was a lovely announcement video. I watched a little bit of it and I thought that was really lovely. Yeah, obviously Righty in the announcement video was so special as well, which I was hoping Sol Campbell would have been in that announcement video, guys, but unfortunately it wasn't. Yeah, I think for me, it's just great to see that announcement video. I loved it, and I'm just so happy we hijacked the Spurs thing. I think I always felt like with Eze, if Arsenal called up for him, he would take it. Like I said, I just think he loves Arsenal. Arsenal's his club at the end of the day, so I'm really happy. I tried to watch other streams, but I didn't even try because I just knew that would happen for me. I just don't think anyone was videoing it. I mean, people, there was a stream on Twitter, but I just thought I'm not going to watch it if it's someone just filming it. So yeah, shit wasn't filmed. And yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, obviously I'm just happy we won today, and obviously as the announcement video was amazing. It was really special. And yeah, I think it's just so great to see him finally at Arsenal. I mean, he was here in the academy, he's come up to Arsenal. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been a pretty decent day for us Arsenal fans. It's been a really lovely day for us. So yeah, I'm obviously really happy regarding that news. It feels amazing that Eze's back an Arsenal player, and obviously I can't stop smiling. I'm over the moon. I'm just going to turn the light on, guys, in my room because it's a little bit dark, but I'll be back in actually 2 minutes, but make sure you obviously ask me any questions while I'm away, but I'll be literally 2 minutes, so bear with me, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. My lighting just needed to be a little bit better, but yeah, big up to the chat. How do you feel about Odegaard sub Ethan? I think Ethan's probably the only sub that we could have made, to be honest with you. But yeah, I was happy that when they got a good amount of time, to be honest with you, because I know the question sort of really is about with Eze coming in, is that going to limit Waneri's game time? So I think Waneri is always going to get a good chunk of game time in the team because, you know, there will be injuries, there'll be setbacks along the way. So yeah, I don't think it's a worry at all. I don't think that's something that we need to worry about the lack of minutes. But yeah, I think it was good to see him, yeah, get some minutes because I love Waneri, but would you start Ethan? I think if we're playing Liverpool and Odegaard can't play, I would probably play Eze because I know Eze would. I just think Eze is he turns up in the big games. We've seen how many goals he's been scoring last season, and he's won FA Cups. He's very, very good. I think if Odegaard couldn't play for Liverpool, I would play Eze. But if Saka was injured, I'd play Waneri on the right. So I wouldn't be unhappy if even when Nero plays. I'm always happy to see him play, but I think Eze is just great, and we've brought him to play in these big games. Obviously, I do wish we had Liverpool a little bit later on in the season. To be honest with you, I guess there'd never be a right time to play Liverpool anyway. But I just I just don't feel ready. I'm not ready to play Liverpool yet. It's hard because I know people say we're Arsenal good or Leeds bad. I just think it was a bit of both. But playing Liverpool is going to be tough. Didn't think we'd be we'd buy such a baller. Yeah, and I was actually surprised we turned around and changed our mind and got Eze. Yeah, still doesn't feel real Eze is an Arsenal player right now, but of course I'm really happy. Ricky isn't odd. He's maturing left back, makes left and centre pitch his own. He has the gusto of an attacker, wins you 8 out of 10 tackles on the front foot. Just needs to be conservative against top. Yeah, I mean, listen, for all we know, he could have a great game against Liverpool. He could be we could be wowed by him. So you have to give him a little bit of chance, don't we? But in the past, he has struggled in the big games. So yeah, I think as they is match fit, it's more likely that he'll play. If he plays, I hope he tracks back and does defensive work. Yeah, I think if Eze starts, I don't think he'll be playing like a full game. I mean, we don't know how we're going to do. We never know how we're going to do against Liverpool. We could have a great game. We could really struggle. We just don't know. But I think based on how he's a very experienced player. I would give him the chance to play against Liverpool. Doesn't matter MLS or Cal, both need to be where at the same time attacking in these teams. I think you make a great point, Nacho, about California attacking wise, because I like watching them going forward as well. I think it's great to watch the defenders being great attacking defensively, but it's great to see them attacking going forward and not being afraid to attack. So yeah, it's definitely good to see that as well. Mikel doesn't seem to want such players. I'm glad we've got him. Who breaks some Gyokeres. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do great. Like I said, I don't know if he'll be starting. It depends. If Odegaard's fit, I'd probably say Eze would probably come on off the bench and get a good amount of time. But it's hard to judge with Odegaard because Odegaard's had good moments this season. Like, it's actually been he's had one game and he's had 35 minutes. So it's hard to judge right now. But yeah, we have to definitely see Eze when we play Liverpool, because if we beat Liverpool, like, I think fans will get carried away. Don't get me wrong, I think people will get carried away, but I think you look back on the season and you look at the games you've won, and that might make a difference. Us beating Liverpool might be the reason why we win the league. So we have to bear these things in mind. So yeah, we hopefully try and get the win, but if not, we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, hopefully, guys, we'll get the win. Yeah, playing Liverpool is never easy. That is a very tough game to have coming up next. But yeah, we're going to have to just see how we get on in that game and hope we do well. But yeah, I'm just really happy. We've got 2 wins on the bounce. It feels like a great time for us at the moment. So yeah, we're going to have to see what happens as well. Big up to chat as well. If you've got any questions, feel free to send them in. As I'm more happy to answer any questions about Arsenal, and I'm loving chatting with you guys today. Like I said, if you've got any questions, do sort of send them in, and yeah, we'll answer them. And obviously, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. And there's about 20 of you in here, so big up to 20 of you that are watching. And yeah, here is your man of the match. Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I think maybe Timber. I'd probably say Timber or Gyokeres. Probably Timber, because I think Timber did really good today. Especially with, the goals he got, the assists he got. So I'd probably go with Timber. I think he's really good. But yeah, Gyokeres got his 2 goals. So between them, I guess. Again, Eze as Sanchez, because it could be for Arsenal now. We just need to play itself on the pitch. Yeah, Timber. I thought Timber was given it. I think that's fair. I think he had a really good game defensively as well. Yeah, Eze could be Sanchez. Eze is someone that just he gets you off your seat, he plays that type of football, and that's exactly the football that we want to see from Arsenal. So yeah, I think he's going to be incredible for Arsenal. I can't wait to see more of him. I think he's definitely a sign that we've all needed. And I'm happy we beat Spurs too. I'm happy we got this one done. Beat Panache. Yeah, Timber definitely my player of the match. It's hard to pick because I think we did good. I actually don't. Some guys know who our vice captain is. I'm not too sure. I don't know if it was Saka. Saka got given. Is it Saka, guys? Can you guys let me know? Because when Odegaard went off, Saka got it after him, so I thought it was Saka. Yeah, I think it might be Saka because it went to Saka, then it went to Gabriel, was it? So I think it must be Odegaard, Saka, and then maybe Gabriel. Big up to James. Sorry, let me just read that. Big up to James. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, was it Saliba? Right, Saliba, yeah. That must be how it goes then with the armband. Then Saka must be the vice captain. Do you have fun on the Starting Six show? Yes, I do. Obviously, guys, I do a show on Sunshine's channel about the Starting Six, so I'll be happy to talk about that game next week. Just got to leave before I'm off to work. Good job, Dave. Thank you so much, James, for popping into my show before you go. Always good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much, James. Obviously, big up to the chat, big up to everyone that's watching. I really appreciate you all on here today. Saka, but last season Jesus had it when Saka was on the pitch too. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. Max Danish got the pen. That's an interesting thing because I suppose if you win the penalty, maybe you should take it, but I think it's good to I think you just need to finish off the game at that point. But I know when you're 4-0 up, you're going to win, but Gyokeres is going to be our penalty taker, so I think that's probably going to stay the same. Yeah, but Max Stalin won a penalty, and he does deserve a lot of credit for that because he was so great today. He was just amazing, so he does deserve credit for that. To be fair, yeah, I hope we get to see more of Max Dowman. Like, I think with Max Dowman, I don't think he'll be necessarily a starter, but I think he's definitely going to be someone that will come off the bench and make an impact. I'm sure in the Liverpool game, he can definitely come start and not really start, but maybe replace some players and come in, step in. But we are going to have to wait, guys, and see the latest on the injury, because I hope Saka's not out for a while. I'm worried Saka's going to be out for a little while, guys, so I'm hoping and praying that he's not going to be out for too long, because I think at this moment, like, you have Havertz out, and at the moment we can be okay. And did you guys see this? But it showed you on the TV. It went back to Havertz, and he looked really fed up, and I felt really bad for him. You could see he was sad. But yeah, Havertz will be back hopefully soon. There hasn't been an update on that, I don't think. Now, Gyökeres needs to be the penalty taker. Yeah, I think Gyökeres is going to be a good penalty taker. Of course, he will miss penalties. That happens in football, but he seems very confident at what he does in the penalties. And yeah, he got 2 goals today. I'm hoping that he's going to have a really good season. I don't expect him to score every game, but it's a great start for him. So, of course, I'm really happy. I like the romantic idea of the youngster taking a penalty, but I think more important, Gyökeres starts putting up numbers. Yeah, I think as well, like, at the end of the season, I want him to be up there, with Salah, with Holland for being the top goal scorer. So I think these goals, as you mentioned, all add up in the end. So I think we just need to make sure that his goals go up, because there might be times where he struggles. But I do agree with what you're saying, Ron. It will help a lot of his confidence, getting these numbers up, getting these goals up for him. I like the fact we have youthful direct ball carriers that can come off the bench. I felt we lacked pace for so many seasons, especially on your counter attacks. Yeah, that is really great as well, because I was watching Maneri, and he definitely was really fast and enjoyable going forward. Same with Declan Rice. So we were very good in that sense, that we've got some great players that are really fast and on the counter attack. I think I always say about this team, it's just when you're in the box, what we're going to do with the ball. It's just the decision making. That's the only thing that I do worry about at times. But today we got the win. We did great. We got a lot of different goal scorers, so I'm happy. Gyokeres' hair flick celebration killed me. I saw that. I just thought, you know what, I don't care. He got 2 goals today. I'll be happy. He didn't bulk up like that to warm the bench. That's why. It does suck for Havertz. I mean, I don't think Arsenal have actually announced anything, but I did actually hear that he's only going to be out for a few weeks. But of course, I don't know how reliable these sources are. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys things are false, but that's what I heard. So I don't think his injury is like a long-term injury, but we don't know. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. So yeah, we're going to have to see. With that, didn't realise Gyökeres was that big. Looks like a Terminator. Yeah, he does look pretty big, to be fair. Big up, Juniper. Come on, Arsenal. Woohoo, feed the York. Yeah, really happy with Gyökeres. I think we're all happy today. Really a good performance, a comfortable performance, I'd say. I think the first half was really good. Like, even when we were 0-0 up, I could really sense that the goal was coming. Like, I think we were doing all the right things. It was just that first goal. I know Gyökeres had that chance early on. I thought to myself, these chances will come for him. They'll keep coming. We just need to keep feeding the ball forward. But yeah, he got his goal, and I'm happy. When he got the first goal, when he got the penalty, that was all good. I think we're doing the right thing giving him the penalties, because there has been times where Saka, Odegaard have missed penalties. I mean, it happens. Gyökeres will miss penalties. I've no doubt about that. He's not perfect. No one is. So there will be times when that will happen, but the most important thing for us is that he got 2 goals today. I think if he didn't score today, I think more people are going to keep talking about him, and now the pressure's off him a little bit. Now he's got 2 goals, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I watched the City game in Holland was so bad, so it makes me feel much better. So yeah, a really good performance from Gyökeres today as well. 2 great goals, obviously a great penalty, won by Max Dowman, Saka as well getting a goal. Timber. So yeah, penalty had power, exactly. No stutter run up. Do you know what I noticed as well? Like, with a lot of players, when they take penalties, they have like this weird run up where, I mean, everyone has penalties technique, but sometimes they they make a big deal of the run up and then they don't have enough power on the penalty. And I just think, you know, he didn't faff about. He just had a decent penalty, and that's what you want to see from your players at Arsenal. So yeah, I think like JK said, it was a really decent penalty, had great power on, and obviously the goalkeeper went the other way. But like I said, I can't complain, guys. It was a really good penalty today, and yeah, no doubt Gyökeres is going to keep getting goals for us. As you've mentioned, as we've spoken about here, the Liverpool game will be a different test. It will be difficult, but I do believe in this team, and I do think we'll be okay. I think we'll get something out of the game. So yeah, we just have to stay positive, guys, as well, and just see what happens. Gyokeres actually spoke, and he said, "There's always pressure. I know I'll take my chances sooner or later. Today I took 2, and we won 5-0. I love how honest he is. He just says how it is, which I do quite like from him. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I will give you guys some updates when we hear anything about Saka and Odegaard. I don't think we're going to hear anything right now. I think it'll probably be a few days for them to get a test, etc. But I'm really hoping they're not too serious. So I'm more worried about Saka's because I don't think Odegaard is going to be too serious, to be honest. That stutter gives the goalkeepers to reposition themselves. Yeah, great penalty today. Really happy with his penalty. Big up to Ron. Just watched the highlights. Leeds were very poor. Do you think they're going back down? I mean, to be honest with you, I think sometimes, like when we played Everton, I think that should have been a draw. Personally, I think they got a bit of luck. It depends. If you get a bit of luck, you might be okay. But I've not actually done predictions about who's going down. But I do think they're good. I do think so. I think you can't play like that in the league. You have to be much more competitive. I mean, defensively, I'm not going to lie to you guys, they were shocking. They really were. I know I'm talking about we were great because we were great, but they defensively, they were really poor. And, you know, you can say both. You can say they were poor and Arsenal were great and we deserved to win. I've been speaking for nearly now about how good Arsenal were, but I think Leeds were really poor today. I think they're going to struggle against these top sides. I don't think there was much fight. You know, we won 5-0. There wasn't much fight in there. So, yeah, I definitely think they'll go down if they continue to play like that. It's hard, really. I don't know what they've done in the window, of course. I think Sunderland will possibly stay up. I know Sunderland lost today, but yeah, we're going to have to see who goes down. But I don't think they've got a great chance, to be honest. Be up to the chat. I'm just going for your questions. Thank God he scored today. Social media crazies are tired. The monkey's off his back. Yeah, I'm happy. I do agree with you. Because do you know what? I thought the reaction last week was absolutely ridiculous. Like, he had 60 minutes and people on his back, and I thought that is just crazy. Give the guy a break. He's played literally 60 minutes, and not just Arsenal fans' reaction, but just rival fans. I thought there's no need. Honestly, I thought it was crazy. Big up to the chat, obviously, guys. Big up to everyone that's watching this. I'll probably stay on here for another half an hour. Of course, if you guys have any questions, do send them in, and I'm happy to answer them. Please do make sure, guys, you are subscribing here if you haven't already, and make sure you like as well. Big up to Phil. Good to see you. Hope you're good. I'm sure you're very well after that amazing win. Arteta and Saka, we have to wait to understand how long he'll be out. I haven't spoken to the doctor yet, but for Bakayoko to come off, it's significant. Yeah, I do have my worries about that, to be honest with you. He was definitely in pain. You could really see that. So I think it is a concern. So yeah, we'll have to see. I do think it's something. If I'm being honest with you guys, I do think Saka is. It's definitely something, because if Saka was okay, you would have carried on. So he's definitely felt something. Hopefully they'll be fit. I don't think Saka, unfortunately, be fit on Sunday, but I do think that Odegaard will. That's my thoughts right now. Things could change, like Arteta said. We're gonna have to see. Don't want to see him on the ground too much. It was good to see Gyokeres' first goal, as he was given the service he needs. Timid perfectly on the shoulder, being a beast is getting the job done. Yeah, that goal just happened so fast. I didn't know where to look. That was really good, that goal. We're up to GK. Toasting upset into the start of the season with such big games. Gary Neville was pure scum for 90 minutes, putting us and our players down. Do you know what? I'm being honest with you. I had Gary Neville on, and I just zoned off. You know, as well, sometimes I just switch it off. I was thinking so much of the game that I wasn't really thinking of what he was saying, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's weird. I can do that sometimes. I can hear the commentary, but I'm so focused on Arsenal that I just zone out. So yeah, you might have to mute him next time, Phil, because I think I'll be honest with you. To those United fans like him, he'll hate us doing this good. Yeah, I don't even remember what he said, guys. Like I was just so focused on Arsenal that I wasn't actually hearing what he was saying. The hamstring injury is a problem. Yeah, it could be as well, because if Saka's done his hamstring now, then that is really bad. I don't actually know how long your hamstring injury is for. Do you guys know how long that is? Is it about 6 to 8 weeks? I don't know. I can't remember. It does depend on how severe the injury is, but I don't really know how long he would be out for if it was a hamstring, but I'm going to have to say Roy is better than Neville. Yeah, Roy Keane just says how it is, really. Gyokeres' individual brilliance in his first goal was definitely impressed, but I don't like him being in the target man like role. One word to Neville. Yeah, just talk to him about that. He was not great as a manager at all, was he? Let's be real. So you can't really give out it if he wasn't great as a manager himself. Yeah, that is pretty funny though. He wasn't great at all. Yeah, with commentary, sometimes I have to watch the American ones. Like, sometimes listen to him. So yeah, I think, yeah, it's just I just zone out sometimes when I listen to commentary because I'm just so focused on the game. But or have my headphones in sometimes. But yeah, it's not nice hearing him. Big up to Phil. So do you think we would have brought in Nani if we already had Eze? That is actually a really good question. I think you asked me on Twitter, I forgot to reply, but I don't know. I mean, I think if we had Eze at the start, for me it all depends. Where is Arteta going to play him? If Arteta is actually going to play Eze on the left, then I don't think that we would have gone for Madueke. I actually don't know what Arteta's if Arteta would have gone for Madueke. I definitely think Arteta, it was an Arteta signing for sure. Arteta really liked Madueke, but yeah, I think if we'd have got Eze, I don't think we would have gotten Madueke, to be fair, or maybe we would have towards the end, but I don't think that would have happened. Want to feed him on the shoulder. I don't think I've read this one, but we got to GK. Want to feed him on the shoulder on the last defender. I guess his roles will change based on the midfielders that will start with both Eze and Odegaard. Yeah, so would we have brought in on the if you already had Eze? Yeah, I don't know if we would have actually, to be fair. I don't think we would have. I definitely think, I mean, you guys can agree with me, disagree, whatever, but I think we brought in Eze because Havertz is injured. We do not know the extent of his injury. Like, he could be out for a few weeks, he could be out for a long time. So I think we definitely brought in Eze because of the Havertz injury. But I think if we had brought in Eze at the start, I don't think we'd have brought in Madueke. But listen, we'll see how it goes, Madueke, though. He had a decent enough game today, so let's just see what happens. I don't see Nelly as a different to Nelly or Trossard, but what do I know? Yeah, I don't like when I've read you guys the stats of how he's done. It's pretty much similar to how he had to Trossard and Martinelli. So we are gonna have to see how it goes for him. But yeah, I'd start him against Liverpool. I think he had a decent enough game. He was good. He didn't blow me away, but I think he had a solid game. He was exciting to watch at times. He was much better to watch. We weren't looking predictable on the left, so I've had a decent enough game for my liking. I think Nani fulfills a multi-purpose role, which includes covering for Saka. Possibly. I don't know if we would have. It's hard to know in hindsight, really. No, I think I look back. I'm glad we have Nani. He's a backup for Saka, although there's both, Dowman and Ethan. Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm not complaining. Like, if we win the league and we have Madueke in this team, I'm not going to complain. I do think he did a good day. Like, I think he did what he had to do. Like, I know he didn't get a goal. I don't think he got any assists, but he was trying to make things happen, and I can't ever fault that. I think that was a decent enough performance for me to be happy about. So I would start him against Liverpool. Trossard again, I can't give too much about him. He didn't blow me away, but he didn't do anything like I wasn't happy with, so it's hard to know right now. Do you think we'll sign one more player? No, I don't think we will. I think we'll be okay, to be fair, with the squad we have now, but I don't think we will be signing anyone else. I think this will be it probably for now, because with Eze, I think Eze will be playing in the Odegaard position, and it depends. Like I said, he could play on the left. We have cover on the left now, so I think we should be okay. But generally, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't. For me, we're not gonna bring anyone else in. I'm really confident about that. I saw my Twitter said transfer will only be a 10 out of 10 if you get Rodrigo and Leah. I think for me, like, I'd probably give the window, like, I want to see some more outgoings happen. Me to give it a 10, I'd need to see some more outgoings happen. But I'd give the window like an 8.5 right now. I think it's great, but I need to see. I think we just need to be ruthless and get some players out the door for me to be happy. But 8.5, 9, happy with the window so far. Eze has been that difference maker that we've needed. So, of course, I'm really, really happy about that. I just want to go through your comments. Pick up to the chat as well. Always love reading the chat with all of you today. And yeah, I'm just going through your questions now. There's a lot of you in here, so I do feel his final ball lacking, but he offers an outlet. Absolutely. I think the verdict is on Nani. He started on left over both your established left wingers. He's better on the righters now. Also won't fall to pieces when Saka is. Yeah, exactly. If Saka is in it, you can play him there. So I don't think we need to worry too much or stress about it. I think we'll be okay. I want another central midfielder. The right side of the pitch is a playground. At least I mean, yeah. If Saka's injured, I think you can do many things. You could play Madueke there. You could play Ranieri there. You could do that. I would probably play Eze. If Odegaard didn't need to play Eze because I think he's experienced. I think he will turn up. As I look ahead to Liverpool, I think you'd rather want Eze there. Outgoing would be great, but we're amateurs at that. But yeah, I would love to see some outgoings happening, guys. I think we've all established we've got great depth right now, and that's not a problem. I do think we need to shift on some players. And when I shift on players, I mean like Zinchenko, Nelson, Vieira, Jesus. I don't mind waiting a bit, but ideally him. They're just a few players that I mean. Like, I'm happy. I think I would like Kivior to stay, guys. You know, I really rate Kivior. I would keep Kivior, but like I said, I just think we need to outgoings need to happen. I think if we got outgoings, then I'd give the window a bit of a high result. Big up to GK. Fill wages of these players. Even Trossard / Martinelli can cover a right wing if needed. Yeah, we've got. I think we'll probably leave this window now. Regarding players we're bringing in, I think we'll definitely have to move players on. I think that's going to be a thing we've got to do. I don't think we're going to, I don't think we're going to bring any more players in. I think that's it really with Eze, but I'm happy with the window. I think we're all pretty happy with the window, to be fair. Big up Soapy, United underscore fan. Big up to United underscore fan. Great win, obviously. Yeah, I completely agree. Big up to Dylan Parker. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you've enjoyed that win today. We still have Deadwood. We need to get rid of off a wage bill. That is just so true. That's exactly what I mean. Like, we need to just shift these players on. There's players that need to just get out the door. Like, especially Zinchenko, Vieira, Nelson. They just need to go. Nelson was on more wages of Trossard before a new contract. I think for Nelson, I think he's probably got the most potential out of a lot of these. So I think he needs to just get some game time and get back to playing regular football because he's a decent player for me. Kivior is a must stay for me. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he should stay. I think he's a very good player. I think if Sleeper was in your Gabriel's and you've got Masquerade, you've got him to step in. So I think it's great to be in this position we're in now to be able to have these backup players to step in and do a really good job. So yeah, I think we're in a really good position right now, to be fair. So yeah, I completely agree with you there. I think we'll probably see a few outgoings. I know Zinchenko, maybe Fenerbahce, Vieira to Stuttgart, maybe Nelson to Fulham, possibly. So we'll have to see what happens. I have seen some guys on Twitter as well, and it says here, Arteta confirms Eze phoned in before his move to Tottenham, and he says that shows you how much he wanted to come. I think with Eze, I'll be honest with you guys, I think he wanted to go to Tottenham to play Champions League football, but I think when Arsenal called, he knew he would go back there to the club he played in when he was younger, so I'm just happy we've got this one done. Be able to chat. I'll be back in 1 minute. I just need to put my laptop on charge as it's about to die. But I'm going to be on here for a while today, so feel free to send any questions and I'll be back in 2 minutes' time. Hey guys, so thank you for waiting for a sec. Right, big up to the chat, big up to Phil. The Spurs are so close to the winners of the league in August. Trophy, I'm so happy for them. What a season it's been for them, fantastic season. Yeah, they'll start off well, they'll fall off the wagon at some point. They will fall off the wagon. I think I'm just enjoying them being a bit overreactive. They'll come to a point and they'll fall off it a bit. So yeah, we don't need to worry about them at all. Do we have any idea what kind of wage Eze is on? I do not know, but I do agree with you. I have heard it's a 5-year deal as well. I don't know the length. Sorry, and the length is 5 years, I've heard. I don't know how much wages he's on, though. 5 years would be a great amount of time, to be fair. That is a really long time to be at Arsenal. I know Gabriel stayed here when Gabriel signed his deal. His was a 5-year deal as well, but I'll be honest with you, 5 years is good. I don't know, obviously, I'm not sure about the wages and stuff like that, but yeah, 5 years is decent. That is a good amount of time. But yeah, with signings, I think Havertz has pushed us to make that signing, but I don't think we're going to be bringing any more players in. I think that'll be it, which I think I can accept. I mean, be honest with you guys, I've been doing videos about Rodrigo and I've come to really admire him as a player, and of course he'd be nice, but Eze was always my preference because he's got the experience in the league. He's done that very well, and he's won a few. For Palace, he's done really well for them to win them FA Cups, the Community Shield. So I think for me, Eze was always my preference. But of course, Rodrigo would be great. But I think that's off the cards now. Be up to chat. I'm just going for your comments now. We still don't know how much they gave Trossard. Dylan, so apparently it's 200k. I don't know either, but apparently it's 200k. Yeah, with Trossard, I think what's happened with Trossard is, like, obviously you guys know I personally am a fan of Trossard. I'm not saying he should be here forever. Maybe now this summer would have been the best time to move him on, but it gives us more depth and more players to have in the team. But I think with that situation, I think Arsenal thought to themselves, he's worth more than what Fenerbahce have offered. They offered 20 million for him, and they probably thought to themselves, Arsenal probably thought he's worth more than that. So I think that's what's happened, and also thought, you know what, if he wants a higher wage, let's just give that to him. And I think that's what's happened, really. Big G was the signing we needed, but as he was, yeah, exactly. This is a possibility, actually. I don't know 100% sure. I was actually really surprised he didn't start today, and not just that, Trossard started over him, so I was a little bit surprised at that. I'm going to be real with you guys. I thought he would have started Martinelli, but he didn't, so I was actually surprised at that, to be fair. But yeah, I think there had been a link, actually, guys, a few days ago about him to Saudi Arabia, I think, with Martinelli, and I did a video of Jez the other day, and obviously be up to chat for watching that, but I don't think he'd want to go there. I think he'd want to play in Europe or in a team that are winning stuff. So I don't really see that one happening now. I shouldn't read this comment because I think it's a good comment. Yeah, Nolly showed some good bits of skills when he switched to the right wing. If Saka's out for long, I don't think we need to worry because Nolly showed good moments. Absolutely, I completely agree with that. I think he'd be great there as well. I think he's a great player, I really do. I think you just need to give him a bit of time. Eze will want to stay forever because I would be surprised if he was on any more than 200k. I don't know how much Trossard's on, but I don't care as long as he gets the job done. Big up to chat. I'm just going for your comment. Yeah, it was Saudi that Martinelli was linked to, which I was a bit surprised at myself. Big up to Adnan. Well done, Gunners. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the wages is crazy at Arsenal. It's like some players like don't even start and they're on like a crazy wage, which I find quite funny, to be fair. I've always felt that if we'd brought in Eze, that no Trossard would go. Yeah, I think, like I said, guys, I don't know where Eze is playing. For all we know, Eze could be playing on the left. If Eze plays on the left, I'm not going to have a big problem with that. As long as he still does well and performs well enough, then of course I'm happy with that. But yeah, I don't really know what is going to happen regarding that situation. But yeah, I think I would be surprised if nothing changed in the sense that Martinelli was here. I don't know. I just always felt Martinelli, Trossard, like Phil said. I've always felt one of them would go, especially now we've got the likes of, we've got Eze in the building. Like, I'd be surprised if one of them stayed, but I don't know. It depends. They both might want to be part of the squad. They might want to help us get over the line. We don't know if they're happy with the game time they're getting. For we know, they might want to help us get over the line. We don't know, but maybe there hasn't been any good enough offers for them come through. That's why they want to stay here. But I'm on the impression with Arsenal that if no good offers come through, they're going to keep the players here. So we're going to have to see. Eze plays better in attacking mid. He's not a winger. Yeah, I'd rather him play there. I do agree with you there, but we might have to play him as a winger if Odegaard's playing there. I believe Arteta wants a depth. Yeah, he does. Okay, I'm not going to complain. If Trossard and Martinelli are both here when the window shuts, which it shuts on the 1st September, like, I'm not going to complain. I'd be happy for him to be here. But yeah, I don't know. That takes as a 32 years of age, get him on the left until his legs go, then bring him inside. Yeah, I forgot actually how old Eze was then. I was like, how old is he? He has done good for his career, and now he's come to Arsenal, and hopefully he'll win stuff with us. Fingers crossed. But yeah, 5-year deal is great. That is a long period of time. That is really long. Sure, it makes me feel old that I'm older than him myself. It's weird. I don't know, I think. God, it's weird. It's weird being older than him. Like, I'm about 6. I think about 6. I'm not great at maths. I think about 6 years older than him, but it's crazy. Well, now Odegaard's injured, as they're playing next week. Well, Odegaard, the thing is with Odegaard, like, do you guys, as we're being an update about that, I want to just check if there's actually been an update about his injury. I should check out Odegaard. I don't think Odegaard's serious because I think it's probably just a dislocation, but I might be wrong. We'll have to wait. I don't think Odegaard's anything to worry about. We took him off early, so I think it'll be okay. But if it's not, we've got Eze one there to step in and do a decent enough job. Obviously, be up to chat as well. There's 25 of you, which is crazy. Thank you so much to all of you guys that are here. Please do make sure, guys, you're liking this video, and please do subscribe here as well if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through your questions now. I would have extended Trossard for another season as well. I feel like he's a few consistent forwards. Yeah, I think that's what you can always say about Trossard. He's consistent. He'll do a decent enough job, and he's consistent. Do you know what I'm interested about with Trossard? His I think his contract ends in 2027. Like, what are we gonna do about that? I just think we can't let him go on a free when it comes down to it. I feel like when it's 2027, like, we must have to, like, I don't think we're gonna extend this deal, guys. I think when it runs out, it runs out. But yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Trossard. I think he's not predictable. He's just consistent. But I don't know what we're going to do in 2027. Like, the thing is, like, with Trossard, I'm more than happy for him to be here this season, but next season, I'd rather sell him. I don't want him to go on a free. That's the problem that I have. I'm worried he'll go on a free. That's my problem. So hopefully he doesn't. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Trossard. I think he's a decent player. If anyone does need to go, all I want to see is us getting good money for them, because we have certainly like in that department. Yeah, we really struggle. I completely agree with you. We really struggle in that department. I do agree. I think thing is, like, with Vieira, I think you're gonna get 17 million, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's the reality. That's the reality that we're in now, guys. Nelson, I think we'll be alone for Nelson, but I don't think you're gonna get a lot for him. Zinchenko again is going to be 10 million, which for me isn't a lot, and Arteta won't be happy with that, so Arteta will keep him. It's a tough one. I think it's wrong to keep the Deadwood around, as it's a bad influence on the winning mentality. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we've really changed the mentality over these years in a really good way, but I do agree with you, because you've got a lot of players here that just need to be shifted and moved on. Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard because, like, with Zinchenko, I'm not saying that he's sulking or he's being bitter or anything, but it's clear to see he's not happy with the amount of minutes he's not getting. Like, he's not getting many minutes, which is deserved, because, as I say to you guys, in football always changes. You're not always going to be a starter. He was once an important player for us. He's not anymore. That's just, football moves on. Football involves, it changes, and players go, players come in, and players take different positions. And I wonder if that's a bad thing to have around the dressing room, that atmosphere. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. But yeah, I do think we need quite a few changes in the sense that we need to move these players on. Like I said, guys, I didn't mind if Reece Nelson is here to step in, but I think for him and his future probably isn't Arsenal, so I think we should move him on as well. But we're gonna have to see what happens. But I'd be surprised if we didn't make any more, if any more players didn't move on. I think we need to get a lot of these players, well, at least 3 to 5 players out the door anyway, for me to be happy with that. Thank you, Phil, for liking. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing, and let me know if you've got any questions for me. He'll be 32 by then. Yeah, that's crazy. Trossard plays better off the bench, not when he starts. Yeah, that's a great point, Dylan. I've always said that too. I think it's like, it's just, for me, I compare him to Giroud back in the day. Giroud would come off the bench, make that impact, and for me, he exactly does that, and I really value that in a player, someone that can come off and change the game. So yeah, be up to M17, keep it going, you're a legend. Thank you so much, M17. I really appreciate your support, so thank you so much. Arteta also said, beIN Sports, I don't know, I haven't spoke to Dr. yet, but Bakayoko took him off something that looks significant. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, it doesn't look great for Saka. I think if he's felt something, it probably is something. I think it will be an injury. We don't know, as I said, guys, we're not sure the period of time he's going to be out for. It might be something small, but it's not great, is it? Especially, Odegaard's not been mentioned yet. I think Odegaard might be okay. Ron, Deadwood, Zinchenko, Lokonga, Nelson, Jesus, Havertz. Yeah, I'd keep Havertz for depth. I'd get rid of Jesus, Nelson, Lokonga, Zinchenko. The problem is, though, I don't know if there's any clubs interested in Lokonga, so I don't know what we're going to do about him. Yeah, do you know what I do think about, guys, now? Where does Mourinho get in this team with all of this depth we have now? Because Mourinho is sort of like, has played as a striker, he plays in midfield, so I just don't know where he gets in this team anymore. I don't know. I assume when Neri would start at Anfield, seconds out. Possibly, or Madueke would play in that position potentially. Jesus, Vieira. Looks like Saka's injury is a hamstring, but the other side to last time. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, I think he's going to be out for a while. Not a while, but weeks. Probably 4 to 7, I predict. Yeah, Giroud was great. I loved him. It honestly hurt when we went to Chelsea. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was like, I like Giroud. I think he ever got the credit he deserved, though, to be honest with you guys. If I'm being real, I don't think he ever got the full credit. I say swap Vieira for Stella if Stuttgart still. I think Stuttgart still into Vieira. I honestly don't know what happened at this stage. I'm so gassed about the win. Yeah, me too. I'm so buzzing. As he looked so chuffed with his reception. Yeah, he did. He looked so happy, didn't he? I love the tap on the badge as well. That was lovely to see. He's really happy here. So yeah, I'm absolutely happy for him, and I can't wait to see him play. Thoughts on the City Spurs game. I watched I didn't watch the second half. I mean, I watched like 10 minutes the second half, but the first half I thought the goalkeeper was really bad for City. Is it Trafford? I don't know much about him though. I thought he was quite poor, and I was very surprised. But unfortunately, Man City and Spurs, that's their bogey team. We have our bogey teams, but yeah, it's what it is. At least Man City can't go the season unbeaten now. Yeah, didn't watch all of it. I watched a bit of it, but it wasn't great for us, was it? Mourinho always looks like a short. Yeah, I don't think he's a long-term thing. Mourinho can play in the cup games and less important games. I do think, sorry, I'll come back to your comments. I do think we'll end up probably selling him in the future. I think he could be a starter somewhere, but I just don't think he has a future at Arsenal long-term wise. Yeah, at least you have an interval time to get Saka fit for after. Yeah, I do agree with that. Eze for Odegaard down on there. Yeah, I agree. That big up to Arteta. I do agree with that as well. I agree. Jude scored more than Henry for the national side. Something about his lanky movement, but he did get the job done. Yeah, I liked Giroud as a player. I don't know. I do think going to Chelsea, I did lose a bit of respect for him though. It did that hurt. It's weird. It hurt a different way to Sanchez when Sanchez left. That one really hurt him going to Chelsea because they won the Europa League and that game was so tough to watch. So yeah, I think that was hard. It really was. But I'll always respect Giroud. He gave us a lot of great memories. Phil Martinelli going to become the backup striker? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't worry about not needing or playing anyone. We got 4 comps to compete in. We'll need them, I'm sure. It would have killed me if Eze had gone Spurs. I love watching them meltdown. Yeah, that was so tough. I know I did do videos on Eze, and I was worried he was going to go there. So it's relief that he's not. Yeah, Sanchez was my favourite player growing up. I love Sanchez. I hope Eze is going to give us that back a little bit. I don't like the thinking about playing the Deadwood in the Cups. I'd rather the focus be on the kids like Dowman. Yeah, I think when it comes to the FA Cups, I think it's a great chance to play Dowman, Waneri, maybe give Madueke more time. It depends. Like, I don't know who's going to be our starter on the left. We know Saka's our starter on the right, but I think he's going to be a long-term starter really on the left. So yeah, I do agree with you. I think the cup games are about the young players getting these chances that they really deserve. So I'm hoping that we're going to see more of that as well. So yeah, fingers crossed we will. But yeah, it's great game today. Obviously, we did get the win. I'm hoping we're going to see a bit more of that for sure in the season. I'll probably stay on here, guys, about 15 to 20 more minutes, and I'll wrap the show up. But if you guys have any questions, do drop them in, and of course, I'll happily answer them. Big up to chat as well. I really appreciate all of your support today, and there's about 20 of you in here, so please make sure you obviously do subscribe here, and of course, comment down below if you want me to answer any questions before I wrap this up in about 20 minutes. So yeah, big up to the chat. I didn't I do agree with you that. I think that's true. We have so much good talent and fringe players and need for Edward to play in the cups. Yeah, I do think we need to move these players on because they are kind of hindering the opportunities for the other players. I think you have to move on some of these players, like especially Zinchenko, who's clearly not happy with his limited amount of game time. I'd move him on. I think Nelson needs to get playing time himself, so I would move him on too. Vieira as well. I don't mind if we only move on a few players. Like, I'm not really fussed about that, but I just think we need to get a few players out the door, get a bit of money, and we've spent quite a bit anyway. So I think we need to do that as well, which would be important. So yeah, I definitely think we need to shift some of these players on as well because we've spent a lot. But the problem is, like, the Congo as well, you're not really going to get too much money for these sort of players, which is a bit of a shame. But I just think we need to try and get as much money as we can as possible, really, for some of these players. But yeah, we're going to have to see how much we can get. And like I said, I don't think you'd want to really see. I'm happy for Mourinho to come in the cup games. Like, I don't have a problem with Mourinho playing as a striker or Martinelli playing as a striker. Maybe seeing, like, you know, Ranieri, you know, Maxime. I'm happy for that, but I think you always need a bit of experience in the youth players to get a chance. But yeah, I think you need to give the youth players more of a chance. I only logged on YouTube to watch Gunnar Vlog, which off you alive. Always happy to support you. Thank you so much, Phil. I do really appreciate you popping in. It's always lovely to see you in the chat, and obviously we're happy that we got the win today, which is obviously the most important thing. But yeah, thank you, Phil, for watching. And if you want to watch Gunnar Vlog, you're welcome to. But thank you anyway for popping in to watch my show today. Yeah, obviously I do kind of try to do a mixture of live streams, pre-recorded stuff. So I do try to do like a bit of both. But obviously I'm happy you guys have joined me today to, you know, chat about Arsenal, of course. That 5-0 win, it still doesn't feel real. I'm still really happy about this. I'm going to be actually joined by a Leeds fan, if it's not tomorrow, the day after, hopefully, which would be nice for him, but for me, it'd be good to talk to him anyway. But I will be doing, obviously, an Arsenal Liverpool preview in the week anyway, so you guys can check that when that will be out as well. I will, you know, be doing that. Of course, if you've got any questions, guys, do drop them in. I'll be ending this probably about 5-10 minutes, so, you know, feel free to send them in as well. But yeah, obviously getting on Wednesday is still great. I'm hoping we'll hear more about Odegaard and Saka. I know that'll take a little bit of time for them to get assessed and for us to hear an update, but I don't think it's going to be a positive one really with Saka. I think, as Arteta said, it's significant. He came off, he felt something, so I don't think it's looking too good for us really right now. So yeah, I think it's not great for Saka, but I don't think Odegaard is going to be anything too serious. I think he'll be okay for the game against Liverpool at the weekend. So yeah, I think we'll be okay. But as we've all discussed in the chat, we've got depth, we've got players that can step in. So when we face Liverpool, I think we'll have enough to be able to get the job done, to do a decent enough job. So I don't really have too many concerns really in that aspect. So yeah, I think we'll be okay, guys. Really, I don't think we need to worry about that. I think we have a lot of players that can step in the midfield, on the right, on the left. I mean, the striker one, you've got, I know Havertz is injured, but you've got Martinelli, Marina, who could probably do a good job as well. So I think we're in a great position now where you've got so many players that you can rely on to do the job. So yeah. Just remembered Neville was trying to save down, dived and really hard, had to stop back. Yeah, it's really funny seeing Neville like being a bit bitter about Arsenal, because I bet he hates us doing this well. He actually predicted we'd win the league, and I actually haven't predicted we would win the league, but that was before SA. But yeah, I think he hates us doing well. It must be hard for him to see us doing really well, but of course it's amazing for us fans seeing us do this well. It's lovely to see. And yeah, Max Stalin did a great job today. He worked really hard to get us that win. We'll get us the goal and, you know, get us to 5-0. I mean, 5-0's a battering. That is a very strong scoreline. I'm absolutely made up about that. So yeah, I'm really happy, guys. We won 5-0. Max Stalin does deserve a lot of credit because he was a big part to playing why we did so well. Can we talk about the Haaland for a bit? They've been on something really, from seconds down to everyone in between. We've had a lot of great players from the Haaland, actually. I mean, I don't watch the academy as much as I want to, because obviously I do content on the women's team, the men's team. It's really difficult to do it on all of the teams. But what I will say is, we've seen a lot of great players throughout the time. And, you know, Smith Rowe as well, who came through the academy. He was very impressive, wasn't he, guys? He was a great player to watch. Obviously, we've seen with Saka as well, him coming through, showing what he can do on his biggest stage, and he's been so good, Saka. He's just really shown how amazing he is. So yeah, for me, he's been great. Balogun, I've liked Balogun when he was here. We've got some really great players. I think the Haaland does deserve credit. You know, other players like Molly Salmon, you've got really great players. To see that, yeah, it's so crazy how young they are. I was watching Max Stalin today. I think to myself, like, you're 15. You look young, but you play like you're very mature and experienced. And I think he does better than some of the players that we've had in the past. To be honest with you, he's a very decent player. Big up to chat. Big up. Sorry, I'm just going through a comment. Big up to this. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this, but big up to yourself. sorry, I probably pronounced that wrong, but big up to yourself. Good to hear. Big up to Zizou. Keep up the good job. You're doing great, Nelson. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys here, whether you're new, whether you're regulars. It's always really great to see you guys in here as well. But yeah, the academy is so great. We've got so many young players coming through, which is a positive thing, that we're so good. And I'm sure they'll get more minutes. I'm sure as the season will go on, they'll be getting more minutes and they'll be developing even more. So I think that's really a positive thing. I hope to see more Arsenal kids being loaned to London side before the window shuts. Yeah, I think we'll definitely see some players on loan. Obviously, Cole Hines the other day, that was announced. Let me just check where he actually went to. I think if you're not getting minutes, you may as well just go somewhere and play football. I did read he's going to be the second choice goalkeeper, but he joins Werder Bremen on loan. I'm sorry I pronounced that wrong, but yeah, I think it's just important if you're in the academy and you're wanting to get in the first team one day, I think you just need to get minutes, whether that's a loan, whether that's just being part of the team, getting minutes in the cup games or whenever that is. I think that's really important. So yeah, I think you could say we've had some great academy players. Yupanache, Nelson, Maitland-Niles. Yeah, I love Maitland-Niles when he was here. Willock as well, weren't bad either. Good work by the academy. Yeah, I was always a big fan of Willock when he was here. I think he was great. I know it didn't work out, and do you guys remember how much we got for Willock? I know he went on loan and didn't he just go? I don't know how much we got for him, but I remember thinking at the time, Newcastle, look after him. I was sad, but now in hindsight, I think we did the right thing. We needed the money. Nelson, another player that probably we need to just move on, but we can all admit he is a decent player. Maitland-Niles, I really liked him when Arteta first came, and I think he was great. And I don't know where he is now actually, but I think he's still at top side. I guess down to you to go on loan. I don't know where he is now. Let me see what Maitland-Niles is, guys. Let me see where he is. Oh, he's at Lyon. Oh, okay, that's good. That's not bad. He's at Lyon, so we've got a good team. That's interesting. Hayland and Elite Development Centre, big up Hayland for the talent they are producing, absolutely. It does make a difference seeing the Hayland players come on. They do make a big difference, don't they? They're big players, so yeah, I think it's good to see. I mean, Saka's a great example. He has been amazing, but you've got, as you know, but actually just said, you've got players like, Nelson, Maitland-Niles, Willock, you've got Balogun, you've got Smith Rowe. I know it didn't work out with Smith Rowe, but even then it was good to see how they've come through, and eventually we've sold them and got money for them. But it's great to see the players come for the academy and really do such a good job. I think that's really lovely to see for me. So yeah, I do agree. It's nice to see the academy produce such great players, and if it doesn't work out Arsenal, it doesn't work out, but hopefully you get money for them at some point. So I think it's always a good thing. So yeah, I do a good point. Yeah, I didn't know he was at Lyon. I liked him at the time. It didn't work out. I think the Hale End being historically amazing at producing talent. Unfortunately, talent is being produced but not utilised by either bringing them through or loaning them out. I think it's hard because it's hard now to get in the team. I don't think Max Stan will have a problem getting into the team because he's shown he's really good and he's good enough. So I think he will get in the team. But I think, like you said, it can be hard for the players to get in the team. It takes time. You might have to go on loan. It might not work out. But I was actually sad when we sold Smith Rowe. But in hindsight, we needed the money. We needed to move him on anyway. So I love Smith Rowe. I'll always have a place for him in my heart. But yeah, it's hard really with the minutes and like you said, we've got no problem that, getting them, producing the talent like, Ron said, is about getting them in the team, getting money out of them, just getting the best of them. So that's always the hard bit. So yeah, it's not always easy in that sense. But yeah, the Haaland do deserve a lot of credit because, you've got, it was so lovely to see at one point you had Neri, you've got Neri, Saka, you've got Max Stan, you've got so many great players coming on, which is lovely to see how the academy is developing, improving, and getting these players these chances, which I thought was really lovely to see. So yeah, I love that, and hoping we're going to see more of them, guys. More of them get these opportunities as well. But yeah, I think when when you win the game comfortably, I think the times you're going to see the academy is when you win the game comfortably in the cup games, the League Cup, the FA Cup. Those are chances you're going to see, and I want to see these players play in those games when it's like the FA Cups, the League Cups, all of those. I want to see them play in those moments. Liam Brady always said one of the youngsters we were preparing for them for their career in football, not necessarily Arsenal. Yeah, I think it's hard for younger players to get in the team, to be honest with you. If being pretty honest, I think it is difficult for that to happen. But I think, it's hard. I think it's good now we're giving the players more of a chance to get in the team, really. But it can be hard for certain players because you don't always get in, do you? You don't always have that chance. But I'm hoping Arsenal can continue to give these players the chances to come in. But like I said, you're going to see them happen more in the cup games, really, in the League Cup games. So if you win the game quite comfortably, that's a chance you're only going to really see them play. So yeah, a good point, a good conversation about the Highlands. Obviously, guys, if you've got any last questions, do send them in. I'll be ending this in a few minutes' time, obviously, but yeah, big up to chat as well. I've honestly enjoyed the stream. It's gone by so quick. But if you've got any last questions, do drop them in. And yeah, we're happy to answer them. But yeah, it's good to have these conversations about the Highlands, the academy as well, because it has come a long way and it's great. I think today has just been an amazing day, hasn't it? For us Arsenal fans, it's been an incredible day, and of course I'm really happy with how it's gone today. So yeah, big up to the chat. Big up to all of you that are here. I know there's about 20 of you in here, which I really appreciate. Yeah, Lewis Skelly, I can't forget him. He's been great as well. He fits into this team really well. It's like he's been here for years. He's done such a great job, hasn't he? So yeah, we can never forget Lewis Skelly. It's been amazing. I'm hoping I do wonder if Lewis Skelly, is he going to get more minutes? Is he going to be a starter? Is he going to be someone that comes off the bench? Because there's definitely a place for him in midfield as well. We get overexcited by Highland players and see them leave, but Saka and Nero and Dowman are different gravy. Yeah, we do. But yeah, they're different gravy. They really are. They're really good. I'm not sure right now. Well, we'll probably go to some of the away games this season. I'll probably try to go to the Everton game if I can. The thing about so there'll be games for me that I can go to that'll be because obviously you guys know I'm up north, so the games like Man City, Everton, Liverpool, not Liverpool. I can't go to that one the weekend, but I will definitely try and go down to the Emirates as well this season, but it's very expensive. But I will try. I do want to get down there, and I just want to see Arsenal. I want to see him on the pitch as well, so I'll definitely try and go down to a few games. Definitely go to away games, but obviously because I live up north, I don't go to as many games as I would like. But yeah, big up to Dennis, big up to yourself. Big up to everyone that's watched my show today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support. It's been such an enjoyable stream. I will always let you guys know, obviously, when my next video is. But obviously, you want to turn my notifications on so you know when I'm next live. Feel free to do that. But like I said, a great Wednesday, 5-0 win. We will all be happy. We'll go to bed, have a good sleep. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to end this now. Hope you all enjoyed my video. Please do make sure you obviously please do subscribe here as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care, Dennis. Take care, Lavin J. Take care, Phil. Take care, everyone. Obviously, Ron, big up to you as well. Take care, everyone. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.